Alright, YouTube. So, first step of our shed is going to be the... Basically, this is basically going to be my floor joists. I know that I put those ones the wrong way, but it's a tiny shed. And I've kind of got a plan for it, how this is going to work out. So, I got some foam that fits this to where I'm just going to have to put a runner along here, a 1x1 or 2x2 or whatever runner along here, to where I can side the whole bottom and it'll be insulated. So basically these are just 4x4s, those are 2x4s, cut into them, notched into them like that. I put 2x4s across the ends. I thought about it later. I kind of wish I would have just done another 2x4 on top at the very end, but I thought about it also, and I thought that would leave a gap underneath. It might look funny, so at least this way it's closed up. So I put three screws in each corner, and then just one in each of these, to where once I put this on, I can kind of whack the corners with a hammer here and get it straight enough for the board, and then start screwing it together. Alright, YouTube, so I got that subfloor all screwed down to the joists and to the perimeter and whatnot. Then I put these end pieces to where our 4x4 posts will basically notch into the ends and fit there. Right, YouTube, so we got the foam put in there into the gaps, and I just used the utility knife and cut it as deep as I could through, and then snapped it back and then cut the other side, and it made a little bit of a mess, but we just swept it up real quick, and not a big deal at all really. So now we've got to use some of the scrap siding that I've got, and I'm just going to basically side this to where I never have to worry about critters or anything getting into my insulation or whatnot. This pump house, it started out as kind of going to be a temporary thing, but then the more I did, the more I was like, man, this is ending up really overbuilt, and we're putting a bit of time into it. We might as well, you know, not just set it in the dirt, and not just plan on replacing it, and not just whatever. And so we're going to kind of put a little extra effort into it and make it last. Alright, YouTube, so I used the scraps that I cut off. As you can see, the blemishes and stuff that I cut off from yesterday, and I'm using that to cover the bottom. You can see I'm not a professional, I'm not great at this, and I know there's stronger ways to do like the floor joists and whatnot, but I figured this is strong enough for what I'm doing. And I plan on doing another 2x4 pressure treated screwed right here as kind of another little leg on each of those, so it'll have plenty of support. Alright, YouTube, so that's how I connected mine. I just ran screws kind of crooked through. One's in there, same with there. Put those to support through to the other 2x4s. And locking down here. I didn't end up using those like I thought, just because I was like, oh, I can kind of scrap this 2x4 a little bit and end up with pressure treated pieces instead of that. So, whoa, what happened, Chubby? Anyways, till next time, believe in yourselves. Know you guys take on projects like this too. God put you on this earth for a purpose. Get up, get out, find it. Keep building shit.